Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is a Fifi La Pew Pew, or the 105 leFH18B2, as most people know it, or a leaf blower, or a leFH, or leFH if you happen to be jingles and afflicted with a certain dislike of Arty. This one is located on the south spawn of Kharkov, and it's under the command of Moose. Yes, we're continuing our series of videos featuring Moose. We did get a request from somebody, not Moose himself, but from somebody he knows. Can we have more Moose replays? And yep, well, we're doing that. In fact, you may have noticed that certain players actually are sending in a lot more replays than usual, and well, it made sense to me to group them together and do them as one big batch. And so some people are getting a whole day of nothing but their videos and their replays so they can enjoy it. And of course it also helps you in some ways to actually learn the style of the player, because some of these players have actually got interesting ways of playing the game. Okay, Moose has found his position. Now it's the 105 leFH18B2, which to you non-Arty players means it's a 105mm light field howitzer, which is the most common Arty that the Germans made during the Second World War, and it's mounted on top of a Char B1. Okay, he's aiming for the T-34, who just killed our teammate, and unfortunately the shell landed just alongside him just as he moved. We're firing another round in, and that T-34 was killed, but by one of our T-34s. So the score's 1-1 now. Okay, that is an Easy 8, the M4A3E8, and the skin on that one was designed by Jazz, and is an absolute replica of a real M4A3 Easy 8 you saw during the Second World War, which actually had a sort of tiger face on the front of it. No, it's not the Ripper pattern, that had a tiger face in Korea. Oh, lovely hit there, right on the side for 130. Of course, the armour's weaker on the side of the Shermans with the... well, it was weaker on some of the Shermans, right on the side of the vehicle. But on the E8, there's applique armour in some places on the tank. He got a direct hit there because the shell disappeared without an explosion. If he pulled away, he wouldn't have seen that. But he saw that shell land nearby as well, but it was just to one side. Dialing in, rouse out. Goes long. He's having a bit of difficulty with this guy, and it looks to me like this guy knows how to be Arty safe, and that's to keep moving, keep in motion, so Arty can't dial in. I know, because I do that myself when I'm in a medium tank. Try and avoid the Arty fire by being unpredictable. Changing the direction you move, changing the way you pull back, and it means you can't dial in. Or at least you can dial in, but you can't hit somebody who keeps changing the way they move. You see, backed up and he turned to one side there, and when he did that, he threw off the aim. He's still having jump difficulty, but he will get another hit on target, I should think. Rounds out again. No, that's going to miss. This guy is being super sneaky. Well, not super sneaky, but very, very good at avoiding the Arty shells. Okay, now we've got 3 targets to fire at, a T6, an A20, and that M4 Easy 8. So, oh, and the Easy 8 actually has been killed. He was taken out by a Panzer 3J, and now we've got a Panzer 38 NA just sitting there and asking for it, and he only had 3 hit points left, but Moose made quick work of him. Now that E20's a little uncertain about being up so far, and he turned and pulled back, made it look like he was actually going to turn around and head back in the opposite direction. And that's what the M6 medium's doing. Moose fires, but it's a little too late there. And he is burning through a lot of his ammo. Okay, work out where the guy's going and try and lead the target if you can. Oh, lovely one there, he's tracked him. Now, hopefully he should be able to get a kill. And he didn't get the kill, unfortunately. On that occasion, it went to the Valentine anti-tank. Well, he's firing at the enemy Arty now, who hasn't much in the way of hit points left, and there he's gone. Okay, so we've got a Hetzer, a Jagdpanzer 38T, Over here we've got a Panzer 4H direct hit. 409, that's a penetrating round. These shells will do 410 if they can penetrate the armour of 53mm. So if you can get it through their armour, and you should be able to get through the back of a Hetzer, fires around at him, and yes! That's a kill. Going for the Panzer 3J. Now, hitting the rear of Panzer 3J, should be able to hit it right. Oh, he did! 83 hit points. Unfortunately, didn't get a full kill though. And here comes the A20, and he's really close to Moose. He's just up on top of that high. He's just up on top of the rise, and yes, he's tracked him. Let's get ready. He's coming this way. You're about to die. Oh, lovely round right into his side. Tracks him again. He burned his repair kit the first time, so he's staying there for the duration. And say goodnight, Gracie. Oh, it doesn't kill him, but it resets the tracking. And although he's lost sight of him temporarily, you'll fire another round in, and there's your kill. Now, there's no Arty on the enemy team now, so even if that guy did see Moose, he's not going to be able to do anything about it. Okay, we're looking towards the enemy cap area. There's a whole bunch of tanks up on that hill, and he's aiming at the bushes because he thinks that the enemy tank is going to be trying to use the bushes to conceal. And here comes one of the enemy. It's a T-28. He's locked on, auto aims, fires around in. That's a penetrating round, 450. Potentially he's got the high caliber. He's been hit again. Loads and takes out the T-28 with a face shot. Always nice when you can hit a tank right square in the face and stop him in his tracks. Okay, he's now located in a nice little position where he can get shots on that Panzer 3J. He's dialing in. He's marked the target to let his teammates know using the T key. Rounds out. Oh, he pulled away, and there's another enemy's turned up to try and kill him. It's the T-40. Oh, he's been hit, but he takes out the T-40 with one round. I think he's potentially must have a Stark's medal for all of the damage that he's received from the enemy tanks, plus the fact that he's got 5 kills. Here comes another one. They're all trying to kill him. He does get hit by the Panzer 4H. Now, can he survive the battle and get a Stark's? No. Unfortunately, the Stark's medal's taken away the moment you die because you didn't survive the battle. But the team did cap out at the other end, so it is a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's an ace tank of a Moose in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He got 16. He got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. In fact, he took down a lot more than 2 tanks who damaged him. He also got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5. And a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game overall. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, there he is, right at the top of the table, 2,469 hit points of damage. Next high scorer was the Churchill 3 on the enemy team, 1652. And after that, the M44 on the enemy team with 1379. And when it came to kills, it was actually Moose again with 5 kills. 2 kills owned by the M4A3 EC8 on his own team, and the T14. And also the Gorilla, the Churchill 3 and the T40 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,176 to Moose, 734 goes to the T14, and then 694 goes to the Churchill 3 on the enemy team. Moose fired 37 rounds in that game, got 15 direct hits and 5 penetrations, 12 splash, damage of 2,469 hit points, of which 1,060 were up more than 300 meters. So you can see he did a lot of damage. Just under 1,500 or just over 1,400 hit points of damage at close range. 7 hits received from the enemy. 4 of them were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, and 1 hit by way of splash damage. He also spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 5, and did 74 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 39,160 credits for the game, and after repair, ammunition, resupply, he actually took away 52,798 credits. He received 1,176 XP, got times 5 on this occasion, plus personal reserve bonus of 1,764 and a premium bonus for 706, and took away a whopping 11,290 experience points altogether. So a very, very good score for Moose indeed. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.